that needs to stop. And that definitely needs to stop. How is that not irritating? Okay, that needs to be burned, stuffed in a box, then burned again. This was my experience. The Jules is having a moment, or the more technical term, SPD, sensory processing disorder, is what causes us so much stress and anxiety. It's debilitating. Stick around as I have easy science-based exercises that are recommended to help autistic children improve the part of their brain that processes their surroundings. First, I wanted to do a shout out to a special and wonderful mom, Michelle, and I just wanted to thank you for reaching out and sharing your story with me. It has prompted me to expedite this topic that was on my list. Parents, please feel free to contact me via Facebook at Neurodiva Jules to let me know your burning questions that I may be able to shed a light on. The thing about SPD is that it's actually a condition and not really considered a disorder. The brain has an impairment in connectivity where children can either be hyposensitive or hypersensitive to the following:
sight, touch, taste, hearing, smell, balance, and position
in space as well. For hypersensitive individuals, what's happening is that the senses become disorganized, and what should be a harmless sound or smell may cause a fight or flight response instead. The opposite is true of hyposensitive individuals that may not notice at all or have a delayed response to their environment. So, what causes SPD? Low serotonin and low dopamine. Typically, these neurotransmitters span several sensory systems and are modulated, but unfortunately, autistic children are chronically impaired with these neurotransmitters. The good news is, there are things that you can do to boost these neurotransmitters in the brain. Interestingly, the importance of having these senses work properly also has to do with how our brain processes social information. When communicating with someone, there's a whole complex integration that's happening, such as hearing a person's voice, seeing their facial expressions, the movements of their lips and gestures, which failure of being able to interpret these due to the brain not properly organizing this leads to abnormal social response. So, what can you do? I've included unbelievably simple tips and exercises that help with enriching the brain so that the impaired connections can make new connections, making sensory processing more organized. You guys, improving the brain doesn't have to be complicated and doesn't require pills or stressful therapies. These are things you can do at home at your convenience. That's why I promote Mendability, as they use science-based exercises that you can do at home, taking up minimal amount of time. They do not sponsor me and I'm not an affiliate. I just truly believe that their program works. To support my viewers, you not only get a free consultation, but also a discount code that I requested if you were interested in trying it out for yourself. Do these exercises and I'm confident that you will see positive changes in your children after 10 to 14 days. Doing this twice a day, once in the morning within the first hour of waking, and within an hour before bed. Consistency is key, and best not to force these exercises. More is not always better, so keep these short, as it's enough for the brain. Exercise number 1. Smell and look at fruit. Use a fragrance, like a fruity essential oil, lotion, candle, etc., and match it with a real or plastic fruit. Example, apple fragrance and an apple fruit. Have your child inhale the fragrance deeply and slowly while observing and studying the fruit as shown in the video. This should take only 30 seconds. What seems like a silly exercise actually is doing several things to the brain. Boosts serotonin, dopamine, mood, and social behavior. Exercise number 2, multi-texture path. Create a path in your home with various textures, such as a plastic doormat, a bathroom mat, a wool sweater, a ceramic tile. Try to provide contrast as much as possible. Place the various surfaces consecutively, one after the other, as you walk along the path, each step landing on a different texture. Do this twice, alternating feet when going back. Exercise number 3, music and art. Play specifically a rich orchestral music, and look at beautiful and engaging art. Preferably no text on the picture, and have the picture large enough to make your eyes scan left, right, up and down to enjoy the picture. No visual distractions during the exercise. In a calm and soft voice, talk about the art with your child by describing the colors, the features, etc. Studies show that serotonin increases when looking at beautiful art. It also increases mood and social behavior, vision, auditory, eye scanning, motivation, and attention. Please update me in the comments below as I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.